Well, hello! Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm starting to get silly, so let's start the show. Hello, hello, hello. I change it all the time because I never wrote the words down, so that's what happens. Oh, I hope you're having a great morning so far. We'll have a little read, and then we'll get on with our day. I don't know if you can tell what it's like outside over here, but it's very sunny, and it looks like it's going to be another great day. Trading in Malaya, good to see you. Good morning, Trading in Malaya. I hope I'm saying your name right. Sometimes I get names wrong, because that's what I do. Oh, good morning, Rob. It's nice to see that you're here again. Chris Henderson is watching. He is a country singer from Saskatchewan, and he's got a deep voice like this when he sings songs like that. No, I can't sing that song. I got hello like that. I could try, hello, Facebook friends, hello. And that doesn't work for me. It works for Chris, though. And guess what? He is a buddy of mine who we did something called Tell a Miracle. Yeah. Justin, good to see you here. It's snowy in Edmonton. Uh-oh. You can have your snow. I will have, what's happening here. So, yeah. I don't know if you can tell. Look at my face. Look, I don't know how I sunburned my head through my toque, but I sunburnt my head and I look like a pink raccoon. And to be honest with you, I blame Miss Christie. Yeah, Miss Christie is right here. Hey, good morning, Miss Christie.
Good morning.
Yes, I blame her because, you know what? She said, are you going fishing? And I said, yes. And she said, do you have everything that you need? And I said, yes. And Samuel and William are there. They sent me a lovely video, and they were reading to me yesterday, which was awesome. So Samuel and William and Ryder, I was telling why I look like a pink raccoon because I got sunburnt when I went fishing yesterday. And we've decided as a group it's all Miss Christie's fault. And this is why, and hear me out before you say I'm wrong, because I don't think I am. So Miss Christie said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to go fishing. And then she goes, who are you going fishing with? And I said, I'm going with Doug. And so she said, which Doug? And I told her which Doug. And then it was okay to go fishing because we had to social distance, so we went fishing. And then Miss Christie said to me, do you have everything that you need? I said, yes. I said, I have my fishing rod, and I have my lure, and I have my ski pants, and I have my boots, and I have some lunch, and then I had some snacks, and I have some, I had my hat, and I had my sunglasses, and I had some snacks, and then I had my chair, and I had some snacks, and I had my truck, and I had my snacks. And she says, do you have everything you need? I said, yes, I do. She said, what about sunscreen? And I said, there's no room for sunscreen because I have snacks. So she took one of the snacks out and she says, here, take the sunscreen. So I took the sunscreen like she told me. Not once did she say, use the sunscreen. Put on the sunscreen. Reapply the sunscreen. Have a snack and reapply the sunscreen. Catch a fish and reapply the sunscreen. She didn't say anything about using the sunscreen, so I took it with me. And so it's Miss Christie's fault.
Liar.
Yeah, you actually did say that I was supposed to put it on, didn't you?
Every 2 hours.
Oh. Did you set an alarm for me?
No.
I win. A giant child. So this pink raccoon, I just got a kick under the table, but not because I was being silly and blaming her for things that are clearly her fault. I got a kick because we are starting the show, and I mentioned that my buddy Chris Henderson is watching, and his wife Janelle, it's her birthday today. So let's all sing happy birthday to Janelle. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like the Beatles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who would have probably forgot to put on sunscreen because you didn't tell them. Happy birthday to Janelle. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Janelle. Happy birthday to you. Fancy hands. From the pink raccoon of friendship. There you go. So, That's a happy birthday. I'd sing it in French, but I don't know French, so that's done. Are we saying we need to get we're going to get to it. There we go. I'm putting on my glasses, which means now I can see clearly how pink I actually am. Today I'm going to read Pets I Wouldn't Pick, followed by Noses I Wouldn't Pick. And this one is called Scaredy Squirrel. So I'm going to read, let's read this one first. Scaredy Squirrel. Thanks, my buddy Bruce is watching. He says, nice hat. I love my hats. This hat is brought to you by Luke from the haberdashery here in Winnipeg. I like it. It's a bowler, because I like to bowl. I don't think that's right. So my friend William requested this book. So Samuel and William are brothers, and yesterday when they learned that I wasn't probably be able to get back from fishing in time and reading, they read to me. They sent me a video, which I posted on my Facebook, of them reading the books to me. And William requested this one, and Samuel requested Good Night iPad. So I don't have Good Night iPad, so if anybody in Winnipeg could lend it to me, or if there's a teacher that is still in one of the schools, because the teachers are still there, I believe, and they can lend me a couple of books, that would be great, because I'm kind of running out of some books. But we'll figure it out when we go along. Otherwise, I'll make up stories, and you'll have to listen to them. Because what are you going to do? Oh, just shut it off. Oh, okay. Well, that seems fair enough. So here is Scaredy Squirrel by Mélanie Watt. What? Mélanie. What? Mélanie. What? Mélanie. What? Who's on first? Scaredy Squirrel insists that everybody wash their hands with antibacterial soap before reading this book. Well, not with antibacterial soap, but it's a good idea. Burk, 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 burk. Wash your hands, which is right up, right there. Wash your hands. And and on this side, look at that. There's, remember his name? Rodzilla. Rodzilla. And there he is, peeking over my hat. That's my stuffy. You remember what his name is? It's, that's his name. The other day, I can't remember the story I was going to tell you. That's what's happening in my head today. Stuff's walking around going, it's a lot of room in here. So let's read Scaredy Squirrel. Scaredy Squirrel never leaves his nut tree. Never leaves his nut tree. He'd rather stay in his safe and familiar tree than risk venturing out into the unknown. The unknown is a very scary place for Squirrel. Here's Squirrel. Here's the unknown, 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 unknown. A few things Scaredy Squirrel is afraid of. He is afraid of tarantulas. Check. Poison ivy. Check. Green Martians. I'd like to meet one. Killer bees. Killers? Yeah, check. Germs. Well, we're all afraid of germs these days, so check, 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 check. And sharks. He is afraid of tarantulas, green ivy, poison ivy, green Martians, killer trees, germs, and sharks.
Killer trees.
Killer trees. Did I say killer trees?
Yeah.
Well, I'd be afraid of killer trees too. Like if I was camping, all of a sudden I hear, let's get them. I'm like, no, no. Killer bees. And that's what happens when you get a dyslexic fella like me to read a book. Brooklyn and Chloe. And sharks. And of course, it's not on the list, but killer trees. So he is perfectly happy to stay right where he is. In his nut tree. He's got the thumbs up. He's like, hey, everything's cool here, man. The advantages of never leaving the nut tree are as follows. It's got a great view. There's plenty of nuts, because it's a nut tree. It's a safe place. And no tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, killer bees, germs, or sharks. The disadvantages of never leaving the nut tree are the same view, same old nuts, and the same old place. In Scaredy Squirrel's nut tree, every day is the same. Everything is predictable. All is under control. On Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and of course, twice on Sunday. Here is Scaredy Squirrel's daily routine. At 6:45, wake up. At 7 o'clock, eat a nut. 7:15, look at view. At noon, eat a nut. At 12:30, look at view. 5 p.m., eat a nut. 5:31 p.m., look at view. And 8 p.m., go to sleep. But let's say, just for example, that something unexpected did happen. He's having an idea. You can always tell when somebody's having an idea because there's a light bulb above their head. You can rest assured Scaredy Squirrel is prepared. Well, he must have been a Boy Scout then, obviously. Always be prepared. It's got a prepared bag. I guess an emergency kit, maybe, if you wanted to say it. These pages are squeaky, eh? A few items that are in Scaredy Squirrel's emergency kit are a parachute, bug spray, mask and rubber gloves. He didn't hoard them. He had them from before. A hard hat, soap, calamine lotion, a net, a Band-Aid, and of course, sardines. I like sardines, but I don't know why a squirrel would have sardines. You know what's very ironic? A squirrel just ran by my window there, and I didn't even look right at it. I sort of went like that with my eyes. The book's looking in going, or the book is looking in. The squirrel's looking in going, that guy's reading a book about my friend Scaredy. What to do in case of an emergency, according to Scaredy Squirrel. Step 1, panic! Panic, panic, panic! Step 2, run! Step 3, get kit. Step 4, put on kit. Step 5, you must consult your exit plan. And step 6, exit tree. If there is absolutely, definitely no other option, I must exit the tree, is what he's thinking. The exit plan, which is top secret, so don't tell anybody else. Exit 1. Note to self. Watch out for green Martians and killer bees in the sky. There's number 1. It's taking the parachute. Exit 2 is to note to self is to do not land in river. If unavoidable, use the sardines to distract the sharks. And that's why they're sardines. Exit 3, note to self. Look for poison ivy and tarantulas roaming around. Just going to step out of the book for a second. That's always a good plan right there to make sure, and look for killer trees. Step 4, note to self, keep in mind that germs are everywhere. Yeah, we know that. That's why we're sequestered and quarantined at home. Thank you, Scaredy Squirrel. Remember, if all else fails, playing dead is always a good option. Unless you're in a hospital, probably. Probably not a good option. With this, I like make Miss Christie laugh. It's awesome. In this emergency, kit in hand, Scaredy Squirrel watches day after day until one day he's looking. It's all clear here. Clear, Roger. Clear over there? Yep. Clear to the left? Yes. Clear to the north? Yep. Clear to the south? Yep. Clear on the ground? What's that? No, we're good. Thursday, 9:37 a.m. Dun, dun, dun. He sees a killer bee that lives in a killer tree. Wouldn't it be weird if the bees were just inside of his binoculars? A killer bee appears! Ah! Scaredy Squirrel jumps in panic, knocking his emergency kit out of the tree. This was not part of the plan. And then I'll show it to you without moving all around. Scaredy Squirrel jumps to catch his kit. He quickly regrets the idea. The parachute was in the kit, but something incredible happens. So he jumped to grab his kit. Scaredy Squirrel starts to glide. Scaredy Squirrel is no ordinary squirrel. He is a flying squirrel. Bullwinkle, that trick never works. Scaredy Squirrel forgets all about the killer bee, not to mention tarantulas, poison ivy, green martins, germs, and sharks. He feels overjoyed, adventurous. Carefree and alive until he lands into the bush. He must score of 5-7 right there. That's the score he got. He plays dead. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, and 2 hours later. Finally, Scaredy Squirrel realizes that nothing horrible is happening. So he returns to his nut tree. And all this excitement has inspired Scaredy Squirrel to make drastic changes to his life. Okay, so I just saw that there. I thought for some reason those were nunchucks, but they're his binoculars. Scaredy Squirrel's new and approved daily routine. At 6:45, wake up. At 7, eat a nut. 7:15, look at view. 9:37 a.m., jump into the unknown. 9:45, play dead. 11:45, return home. Noon, eat a nut. 12:30, look at view. 5 o'clock, eat a nut. 5:31, look at the view. And 8 o'clock, go to sleep. P.S. As for the emergency kit, Scaredy Squirrel isn't in no hurry to pick it up yet. It's in some poison ivy. And that, right there, that's a killer tree. You can tell, because it's pointy. It's a killer tree. The end. And a squirrel butt. There you go. So that was Scaredy Squirrel for my buddy William. And I will try to find a Goodnight iPad. If somebody has it, please let me know. Derek Sagan is watching. Bonjour, Derek. Ça va, monsieur? That's all I know in French. Here's a book called Pets I Wouldn't Pick. And it is by Susan Alton Schmeltz. And the pictures are by Ellen Appleby. Appleby? Apples start with an A. They can't fool me. Oh, look at that. I love this kind of old school art. Derek, mon petit chou, je t'aime. It's one of my favorite people. And this was made in 1982. So here we go. It's me reading Pets I Wouldn't Pick. Choosing pets. Here's free advice. Don't pick frogs. And don't pick mice. I don't think you'd like a frog. Frogs don't sit like lumps on logs. Count on frogs to hip and hop. And they hardly ever stop. On the counter, on the bed, on the hat, on Grandma's head. I'm not going to lie to you. If a frog had landed on my grandma's head, Pete and Jen in Nelson, British Columbia, let me tell you something. If a frog had landed on my grandma's head, I would have lost my mind as a kid. She'd be like, "Get it off me! What's that? Who brought the frogs in the house? This is ridiculous! Get that off me!" Something like that. As for mice don't hop or jump or slink. They just nap beneath the sink, or play games of hide and seek, scaring sister when they peek. So before you hear mom shout, why not choose to leave mice out? We get mice in our yard all the time, sometimes in the house. The cats are like, so the cats kind of like it. We have cats come in here, or not, cats don't wander in, they ring the doorbell, "Hey, can we pop in?" No, but we have mice around, and the cats think they're toys. And so I went to put my shoe on one day, and guess what? I now know that they put toys and things that they love in my shoes. There are other pets you know, but to squirrels and pigs say no. Squirrels are cute as they can be, but then when they jump from tree to tree. But in the house, a squirrel's a pest, hiding nuts and building nests. What if Auntie comes to call and trips on acorns in the hall? Also, I'm not going to lie to you. If my auntie had fallen on her bottom, we would have laughed, as long as she was okay. But so be, "Oh, whose cheeks am I gonna pinch and say, oh, hello, witty punk?" We'd be like, "Taz, go to your room. I'm already on my way." Do you think you'd like a pig, round and pink and not too big? What about a piggy's pen? It won't fit into Daddy's den. Daddy's den. And where will you go to scrub when a pig's mud bath fills your tub? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Oh, I'm not through. Please take note. Owls and bats don't get my vote. Oh, true. An owl will talk to you, but his only word is hoo, hoo, hoo. And his feathers fill the air, and when he flies from lamp to chair. How much sleeping can you do, knowing that he's watching you? Who's watching you? Somebody's watching me. It's okay if Santa's watching you, but it was an owl. Creepy. Friends of yours won't spend the night if bats give them a fright. They won't like it when bats zoom out of closets in your room. Bats, I'm sure you will agree, just don't fit into the family. I'm Batman. Heed my word of warning, please. Don't take spiders, don't take fleas. Spiders don't know how to play. They spin their webs all through the day, from ceiling to floor, on mantel and out the door, down the chimney, up the stairs, trapping brother in their snares. You know, just to let you know, top 3,000 pets I was thinking of getting. Spiders and fleas, they don't even make the list, right? Just saying. I know some people are right now, well, I wish a spider would come and get my brother all tangled up. And as for fleas, I'm sure you know, they can put on quite the show. When the circus stars a flea, he is hard for you to see. So the neighbor's dog, Lamar, might just walk off with your star. Hey, Declan. Good to see you. 2 more pets that won't be missed. Goats and moles. Off your list. Goats are good at eating cans, but did you say you had plans to get bumped on your back end every single time you bend? you could wind up with your nose planted in a yellow rose. So you know what they're saying. Goats are a bad choice for a pet.
Isn't that a sheep?
Goats go bad too. Goats go bad, don't they? Yeah, it's not just sheep. Bah. Bennett, goats go bah, don't they? I guess they go higher. They go like that. Have you seen the fainting goats? You're like, boom, they're like, that's what they do. You're not supposed to distract a guy with ADD. We're back to the moles part. Worst of all about the moles is their love of digging holes in the garden and in the yard, making running rather hard. They leave humps and lumpy hills, bringing Daddy gardening bills. No. And they mean the guy named Bill who comes and fixes things up. Hello, I'm Gardening Bill, here to take care of your mole problem there. Hey, you got a mole problem. Honestly, here's how I feel. Skip the beaver, skip the seal. Beavers are a busy bunch, working while you eat your lunch. Chomping table, chewing chairs, nibbling rails on the stairs. Now, what will the plumber think of those dams all in the sink? Yeah. I've used the word dam and sink before. Huh? That's a plumber. His name is Jack. Pretty soon, you'll see some plumber's crap. Nothing? I'll just read. Your pet seal would make Mum wish she could lock up every dish. He'll bounce them on his nose, like the seals in juggling shows. Ah, get the dustpan, get the broom. 2 more saucers just went boom. Tyrese, 2 more saucers just went boom. Now, I don't think saucers go boom. I think they go ksh, ksh. Ah. They don't make that sound. That's the person going, I gotta clean that up. Be careful, please beware. Not one elephant, not one bear. Elephants would be too hard for you to squeeze into your yard. If your bird bath is smashed flat, you'll know just where your pet had sat. His tummy's tough to fill. Could you pay the grocer's bill? Honey is bear's delight. He can eat it noon and night. In the winter, in your bed, with Grandpa's nightcap on his head, your big sticky bear will snore. And then in the spring, he'll just eat more. Oh, don't wake me up till spring. I'm having a nap. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Other pets you should resist. Follow on a handy list. Alligators and crocodiles. You can't trust their sneaky smiles. Or porcupine and buffalo. Where'd you keep them? I don't know. Walruses and chimpanzees, wasps and a hive of bees, hippos, mother kangaroos, aardvarks, eels, and baby gnus. Baby gnus. Did you say gnu? What's a gnu? I don't know. What's new with you? Whales, giraffes, koala bears, hedgehogs that roll down the stairs. How would they get the whale through the door? That's why. Maybe he's very thin and you can fold him. Serenity. Whew. I'm tired. So could you list any pesky pets that I have missed? Because it's time for me to feed. Oh, she's got to go feed her pet. I just did the carp there. Did you see that? I forgot where I was. My brain went, oh, did you read that? I went, it's called the carp. Phew, I'm tired, so could you list the pesky pets that I have missed? Because it's time for me to feed my pet octopus, McSneed. Octopus? Oh my goodness. Squirrel! Right there. There's a squirrel. And that was Pets I Wouldn't Pick by Susan Schmeltz. So that's it. No, it was fun reading books to you. I love silly, silly books. I had the Scaredy Squirrel book for a sec. Thank you, Miss Christie. There is one of my favorite pictures in the Scaredy Squirrel book is this one. I just think that's awesome. It's a great picture. So, you know what? Take the time to read today, and if you want to get books, you can go to the library or order them online, or go, more importantly, go to some of the stores that are still open in and around your area to get some books. But please try to read a little bit every day. When I was little, I used to read books, and I still do, even as a giant child that I am, because I'm just a big old kid. And I read the books. I read all kinds of books, kids' books and adult books, and I still like the color and everything like that. So make sure that you immerse your mind in some books. And I'll talk to you tonight. So today, try to get out and get some exercise, and remember to be safe and be brave. Be silly. Be very, very silly. Take time with your words to think about your words before you use them. And always remember that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to get mad. It's okay not to like the people around you, because sometimes you're just not going to like them. And you have to be 3 words, ABK. Always be kind. And don't worry if you mess up. Because in my world, and all that you say, and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You just have to be you. Talk to you later.